Hello and welcome once again to Hour 1. As always, I'm Charlie, and this time we'll be checking out a game so anticipated it doesn't even require a normal title screen. That's right, we're checking out Fallout 4. As always, I'll be playing the first hour of the game, or as much of the game as I can get through in the first hour, and then give my thoughts and impressions out afterwards. With that being said, though, let's get to it.
War. War never changes.
Starting the timer now, I guess. Alright. This is quite stunning looking. This is damn impressive looking.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
Okay.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Can I, like, help my wife along? Where's that button? I'm a lot faster than she is, definitely. Okay, so sprinting drains my action points. That makes sense. Those are cryo tubes, aren't they?
Excuse
Just
me.
step in here and put your vault suit on. Step into the chamber whenever you're ready.
Sean's acting up.
Oh, decontamination pods.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Something
Time for
bad's
real life.
about to happen.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal.
Those
Procedure complete.
totally...
In 5,
Yep, these are cryo tanks.
3.
We've been hoodwinked.
Cryogenic array. All residents must vacate immediately.
Whoo boy.
Giant
And the
roaches?
kleptomania begins.
What the hell?
Bet that'll kill the crap out of me. Already a better melee combat system than Skyrim. It feels gratifying and accurate power attack. I don't normally do melee weapons in these games, but I'm kind of thinking about doing it now. Oh, Concord. I know where Concord Mass is. Not sure Sanctuary Hills is a real place, though. Oh yeah, this takes place where I grew up, kind of. Back in Boston area. Hello, beautiful. Alright, it's got iron sights. That's progress. Looks bulky. Alright. Gun combat doesn't feel terrible. I know it sounded super sarcastic and snarky, but my biggest fear about this game was that gun combat was gonna feel like shit. Which historically it has. Fallout games have not... no Bethesda open world RPGs have done combat well so far. The Skyrim games got it up. Not Skyrim. Fallout 3 got it right because it had guns. Oh, they brought that shot back. That's such a good shot. Love that shot so much. That I can't see actively. It's Codsworth.
Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
That robot's made me feel more in a video game than a bunch of other video games managed to pull off that were supposed to make me feel things. Oh, damn. Oh, this could be dangerous.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Laser musket? That works. Oh yeah, the kleptomania's back. Something fierce. Not the intent.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
That ain't it.
I'm just passing through.
Fair enough. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
Damn it.
And those raiders want us all dead, including you.
Maybe.
Please, go on.
Nope.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow. You really aren't from around here, are you?
We need help, and we get a vault dweller? What are you going to do in that stupid jumpsuit?
Alright, so that's an hour. You heard the alarm go off, so I actually don't know where to start with this. I am nothing short of just unbelievably impressed with this game. My biggest fear about this game was I hated Skyrim. I thought Skyrim was an interesting game with just, again, unforgivably bad combat. Like, the combat and the second-to-second gameplay in Skyrim really ruined my actual ability to enjoy that game as a whole. Like, I know that's nitpicking it, but, like, as someone who cares an awful lot about second-to-second gameplay, far more in many ways than story or plot or even emotional feeling, I want a game to feel good when you play it. Skyrim just kind of was horrible in my book in that regard. And I loved Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas, not so much, but Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games to date. And I was praying that Fallout 4 would just be Fallout 3 in Boston in this case, with better gun control. And as best I can tell, it is. There's some other stuff going on in the background and some stuff I've learned about via the ad campaigns and E3 trailers. There's a whole crafting system that I'm actually a little intimidated by. Like, my least favorite part of Fallout 3 was crafting the custom weapons, mostly because the custom weapons were garbage more often than not, and I appear to be getting a power armor suit really soon, but also based on some stuff I've heard, the power armor plays a very different role in this game. Like in Fallout 3, what they've done is they've taken first-person shooting and really put it into the Fallout universe. It's still an RPG, it's still got the perks, it's got VATS even still, but if you're like me where you really wanted to... I did never want to use VATS. I was forced to use VATS in Fallout 3 as a necessity because combat was so terrible. Well, guess what? Combat's pretty good now. They must have gotten some of the guys from Doom or whatever to fix the combat some. Is it amazing feeling? No. Is it Destiny's silky, smooth, and sexy feeling? No. Is it competent enough I'm actually having fun with it? Yeah. And that's all I want out of Fallout 4 shooting. I don't want that super technical shooting. I just want it to work. And work it does. And so I'm only an hour into Fallout, which is like saying I put my toe into a pool. Trying to talk about Fallout in that situation is pointless, but already in that first hour, I've been just unbelievably impressed. I assume I left it in, but if I didn't, the interaction with Codsworth, and then the audio tape from your wife, has got to be one of the most moving moments in a video game I've experienced so far. And I'm not talking like... I'm generally a pretty jaded person when it comes to video game stories like that. Like, The Last of Us, that whole opening sequence just kind of left me cold because I felt the entire thing was predictable. This situation's just as predictable, but something about it, just how immersive the world feels, how devastated your house feels, that little segment where you start off playing house, essentially, just really sets up the dominoes for a real gut-twisting moment. I care about the quest in this game, which is something I could never say about Skyrim, and not something I could totally say even about Fallout 3. Like, I only completed Fallout 3's quest by accident. I was far more interested in just kind of wandering around and finding things, and don't get me wrong, that's gonna be my plan for this one too, but I want my son back. Part of my brain is genuinely curious what the hell they were talking about where I'm the backup plan and why they took my son and stuff like that. I'm curious, and that's more than I'm able to say about Bethesda RPG storylines in a little while now. I do have some gripes. I'm about to get some goddamn power armor. I've gotten the impression power armor works a little differently than it used to in the last game. In Fallout 3, it was just kind of heavy, bulky armor that was awesome. I've heard a couple things that, power armor is kind of like a super mode or a tank, if you will. Like, you're not meant to be traveling around in it at all times. It's kind of you go to a location, you find out it's fucked, and then you come back and lay waste with your power armor. Which does more to make the power armor seem badass, but the fact I'm getting it within the first hour of the game feels a little... I don't know. I'd like to have explored something. I could have gone a different direction or not gone to Concord, but I don't know. It's like the dog, too. I managed to play all of Fallout through there of finding the dog the first time I played that game, and is getting the dog this quickly neat? Sure. I kind of don't want the dog. Part of my love for Fallout 3 was just wandering the wasteland, and I'm nitpicking at this point. It feels like they're introducing a bunch of mechanics really quickly and off the bat, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just also, I'd have liked more time to kind of struck out on my own and found some stuff, and this game feels to be a tad more story-directed than its predecessor. The voice acting does leaps and bounds for that. I like the kind of simplified Mass Effect dialogue system where it's sarcasm, oh what, yes, no, like, it's implying a sentence. I didn't need the full Skyrim, Fallout, here's a dialogue option. I'll pick what I'm generally gisting at, and you can write a good version of it. I'm just rambling at this point because all I want to do is play more of this. I I'm very impressed. My hope of I just want Fallout 3 with better gun controls, it's met. I'm super excited to explore this one, not just because it's in my hometown, but just because it's Fallout again. Not Fallout New Vegas, which had some issues in the Mojave Desert, was bullshit. This is that kind of familiar, unfamiliar, what the hell happened? You're exploring cul-de-sacs, trying to find ammo. I'm excited to play this game. I was afraid to play this game when I went in, and now I'm just excited to actually be playing it. And it's a Bethesda game. It's a Bethesda large world game. I'm sure there's going to be glitches. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of problems. I'm not sure I care, because it's Fallout. If you don't like Fallout, you're never going to like Fallout. If you do like Fallout, you probably already have this. If you're on the fence with Fallout, gun controls are good. It feels like Fallout 3. The setting's badass. All of my reasons to, in the past, not recommend Fallout are gone, except it's a Bethesda open world game, which means you gotta save often, and there will be glitches. I haven't come across a glitch yet, so maybe they got more of that fixed. There was a bunch of patches when I powered this whole thing up. But yeah, it's Fallout. That's all I can say on this one. Like, this is a franchise that can do no wrong in some ways in my mind, and all I wanted again was Fallout 3 with better gunplay, and holy crap, they gave me better Fallout 3 with solid gunplay. And with that being said, I'm going to stop trying to act like I'm in no way biased and in no way just kind of trying to get back to playing the game.
Angry.
Alright, where's this power armor? Nice!
Something Wicked Studios.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below, you share us with all your friends, and you subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for more videos right now, we've got a whole bunch of ones all over the channel you can get to by the links below. If you hit the random button, I promise to send you to a good one. You know you want to. Press it. Press it.